Texting. Hey, America.
Hey, boogers.
Welcome back to it's a perfect night. This is hopefully to the first of many. I did, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Perfect night here in the mid-sack. That is the redoubtable one himself, Tom is without a question. One arguing at you. Welcome back to IDD. For those of you know, I don't disagree. It is a wet my whistle Wednesday.
Brought to you by Rivals.
We got Rivals tonight. Look, Boston.
We got the Diet Pep and the
New York,
Diet
Boston.
Coke.
We got Pepsi, Diet Coke. Here you go. There you go.
We're not afraid.
Why not? Mm-hmm. The oldest rivalry in the soft drink wars.
There's enough real estate for everybody.
I think there is. There's plenty. They're both good. I love them both. I'm not complaining.
There's plenty of fat people who want to drink diet drinks. I'm one of them.
There's plenty. So don't sweat it. Anyway, this is segment 1, National Championship recap. Giggle smoke guarantee.
Oh, breaking it out on a Wednesday, huh?
Well, I don't know. I.
Oh, you mean recapping?
Dude.
Okay.
I won 5 of the last 6 picks I had. Mm-hmm. The one was the call. It could have been 6 out of 6.
You missed that one. Should have picked Iowa.
Bullshit.
Could pick Iowa.
I don't think so.
Uconn men was also a gimme.
It was a gimme.
No, you had a hell of a weekend. You really did.
I really did. So, South Carolina, Dawn Staley. Holy shit.
She's cool.
By the way, people don't know this, but that team that won the champion or got to they lost all 5 starters. She went out and recruited a whole new fucking team and did this and went undefeated the next season.
That's insane.
That's unfucking believable.
She lost in the Final Four last season.
Yep, that was
won the shit this season.
And they won it the year before.
Crazy.
So they've won 3 in the last 7 years. They are officially the new dynasty of college basketball. The old dynasty, though, I don't think is dead.
No,
Paige Beckers will be coming back, she announced. They
lost to Leah Edwards.
They lost her, but there's 3 stars that did not play that are coming back.
Well, KK Arnold is the freshman who played really well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about Mule, the defender?
She's a senior.
She's
gone.
Is she a WNBA or she's not?
I don't know, but she's making a case. She wasn't a starter when the season began, I don't think, but she was one of them. She was a core player, but
she plays D. And do you remember that fucking 3 she hit? Uh-huh. That was.
If we're being honest,
make it a 1-point game before the call.
Now, to be fair, Dawn Staley didn't make the switch until the second quarter because Caitlin Clark had 18 in the first. She only had 12 the rest of the game.
She put Raven on her.
Raven shut her down. Raven, who's a sophomore next year, she's coming back. She was just a freshman. Freshman did that.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
South Carolina's going to be nasty.
It's going to be them and UConn. I can't wait to see that.
Even though they're losing Cardoso.
They're going to lose her, but they're going to get everybody else back.
Dude,
and they'll
that
find
size.
Oh, that's Gronk. If Gronk played
basketball. Dude.
Hands.
Every time down the court, South Carolina took 3 shots.
Well, they out-rebounded him 51-28.
I mean,
Caitlin Clark said you can't get out-rebounded by 20-something and win a championship.
Yeah.
You can't.
No, I'm surprised it was as close as it was when you look at the fucking rebounding margin. Oh. I mean, it was...
Well, that freshman also came off the bench, who was the leading scorer, had 19 points. She came in and goes 7 for 11, hits 4 threes, and she was a freshman.
Yeah. What was her name?
I forget her name, but Stephen A. Smith was singing her praises.
She was raining threes.
Raining threes. Freshman?
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere. South Carolina is not going anywhere.
No.
And Dawn Staley is quickly climbing up. Now that's her 3rd national championship as a coach.
That's impressive.
She's built a dynasty, and by the way, she has a recruit coming in who averaged 35, 13, and 5 assists. She had a 5.0 GPA, and this is the kind of pull Dawn Staley has. I just found this out today. You'll love this. She had a major created at the college, so this girl would go there.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's not a basket weaving one. It's like an environmental sciences one.
So it was one where
this kid's a wicked brain.
Student could have gone to another school where that
major existed.
Okay.
Dawn says, "No, I'll take care of it." And that's power, boys and girls. So, by the way, when you win 3 national titles in 7 years and you have 2 undefeated, you could do shit like that. That means
she's bringing in money.
She's bringing money to school, and she is. And by the way,
championships do that,
dude. I'm telling you, they are. I'll tell you what,
dude. I really loved what she said.
Pure class.
Yeah,
how you're supposed to do it.
For a while there, it was getting so godly for me. You know, I'm not a godly person.
We know.
But I mean, that's her thing. Like, I'm not going to hate on her
No,
for that. It was just a lot.
Yeah.
But then when she said the thing, when they were receiving the for her to say this while she was receiving the trophy,
handed the trophy
on ESPN and every other network.
This is the team that prevented them from winning last year.
This is the team that beat them last year. Caitlin Clark was waving off Raven and, you know, not showing a ton of love for South Carolina. And she said she gave a shout out to Caitlin Clark for being one of the GOATs and lifting up the game.
She did.
That was like, not too many people are going to take that kind of high road and
put it this way
and say that.
Put it this way, they got what they wanted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
18.7 million watched that game. The men's national championship the next night, 14.8. Which is a large number, but not 18.7.
And regardless of the reason, and regardless of if there have been good players before them,
impact.
People were watching because of Caitlin Clark.
Impact.
Yeah.
But
but then you watch and you go, holy shit,
but the thing
this is good.
What she did was historic.
Yeah.
No one ever thought Pistol Pete Maravich's record would fall. That is the name.
Yeah.
When people go, wait, what? What? Who? He averaged 44 points a game.
Like, he only played 3 seasons. There was no 3. I mean, those people are in a different kind of class.
But the point is,
but still,
no man.
Yeah.
No man with a 3-point line added. Think about the great college players since his day. Larry Bird, Christian Lay. I go on and on. All these guys that were unbelievable. J.J. Redick, they could score. Four-year players. I mean, Michael Jordan. He played 3 years. But I mean, the thing is, like, you think Patrick Ewing. You think about Olajuwon. Think about all these 4-year guys that couldn't touch this record.
Yeah, not even close.
And then here comes Caitlin Clark, who wasn't recruited by most Division I schools. Okay. Goes out and does this, and she's shooting from Larry's lane, Curry's cul-de-sac, and Bronson's Boulevard. Okay, it's like fucking ridiculous.
She plays like Steph Curry.
It's
like, it's not an exaggeration. No, it's not fake props. And that's how she plays.
Here's when you know a person is good. The people that haven't even played against her yet are talking shit because they're trying to get a mental. Okay. Trust me.
It's going to be different when you come up here.
I know a little something about this, okay? When people that haven't played against you yet are talking shit about you, you know you're good.
They're watching you.
They're watching you. They know. They go, "Oh, you go get that against me." Oh, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I don't think so.
Here's the thing: Caitlin Clark's going to be playing with also professionals on her team. One of them, Miss Boston, who is a beast. She's a beast. She won a national title at South Carolina. She's a
How tall is she?
She's like 6'5", 6'4". 6'5".
I thought so. Because when she was interviewing people, I was like...
And by the way, she was Player of the Year. That
she was Rookie of the Year last year.
I'll tell you, Indiana's building a little...
And now Caitlin's going to be
with her. Holy, and if you're Boston, you're like, are you kidding me? I'll never see a double team again.
Yeah.
She won't.
Yeah, for real.
And she won't. She won't.
And so, Caitlin will pass, too.
She passes. She averaged 10 assists a game, which doesn't get talked about enough.
So, the funny thing about her was... There were times I didn't want her to pass anymore because she was throwing these full court passes to people who
those were ones she shouldn't have made.
Yeah, it was like they're not going to do anything. They're not.
First of all, South Carolina was getting back.
Right. They're not finishing on Cardoso and whoever that.
You're not shooting over that.
No.
I mean, no. And the thing is, what she didn't, and she should have figured this out. She played against them last year.
Right.
She should have known what she could and couldn't do against that team.
Yeah. So and there were times where it was almost like she was doing the LeBron thing where it was like she was making the right basketball play with the pass. But I was like, yo, but you actually need to start taking more shots.
Problem is the kid that they put on her after the first quarter.
No doubt.
Is part of why that happened.
No. Dude,
Raven Johnson.
Dude, the 3 she got off when she got fouled and won.
Yeah.
It was like this much space to get that shot off.
Yeah, that was one.
I know.
Try doing that for an entire game.
Oh, I know.
You might get a few like that, but you're not gonna.
You might get one like that.
She had 18 points in the first quarter, which is why they were leading.
Yeah.
And then Dawn Staley had an adjustment, and Dawn Staley played this perfectly. I'll tell you right now. She waited to see. All right, let's see if we can handle it. She had this ace in her pocket, and like a good poker player, she didn't throw it out there right away.
She wasn't scared.
She went and saw everything they were going to do, and like, all right, I know, all right. And then before this kid went in, here's what they're going to do to you. So she was ready mentally when she got in there. By the way, this is the thing. Like, this Raven Johnson kid, no fear. Didn't give a shit who Caitlin Clark was. Yeah. And she played like it. By the way, the play that turned that game was the steal and the strip and the layup at the end of the first half.
Well, yeah.
That was the play. Everybody felt it. Yeah. That was the play that changed the whole fucking game.
Took her heart.
You could see it on Caitlin Clark's face. Like, she never got picked like that.
No way. No, but I don't know. But I don't know why she was being that lax. Maybe it was an arrogance thing.
She underestimated.
Yeah. Because you remember last year, that's the same player that Clark wasn't guarding on the 3-point line. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
And so Caitlin Clark was playing in the paint.
I'm sorry, Johnson's a sophomore.
Right, yeah.
As a freshman, she did this to her.
Yeah, she did this to her. She was on the perimeter,
and
she was
waving her off.
Like you can't shoot. And this whole year, Raven Johnson's been like, fuck that
Raven
bitch.
Johnson, talk about an agenda.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if I see this bitch again, I'm going to
talk about competitive.
Yeah. No, but that's what the great ones do.
I know. I would have.
Bird waited.
I'd have been like, Caitlin Clark embarrassed me.
Bird waited 5 years to get a crack at Magic after what happened in college, and everybody knew that Michigan State was the better team.
Sure.
It was just like Sunday. Everybody knew South Carolina had the better team.
Yeah.
It's not a knock on Caitlin Clark. She still scored 30, but it took her 28 shots to do it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: she only had 5 assists. Mm-hmm. You know what she was averaging in the tournament? 12. So South Carolina's like, look, she's going to get hers. Shut everybody else down. And I said to you on the show, she's going to have to score 50 to beat them.
Yeah.
After the first quarter, I thought she might.
Yeah, it was like, oh,
but then this is where Dawn Staley is the coach. She's like, all right, I got something for you. All right, remember this bitch? Oh, she remembers you. And that's what that was. It was on after that. And I'm like, and say right now, but that's what made that so compelling.
Yeah.
It was no fluke. It was real. It was genuine. These girls didn't like each other. I mean, this was good shit.
Yeah.
I said. Styles make fights. Mm-hmm. For the first time, and the reason that Diana Taurasi is so pissed is because when she was playing at Uconn, they had no rival. There was no other team out there. They boat raced everybody.
Well, yeah, because the other
there
teams
was nobody
didn't have
that
any
could touch them.
like that.
They were so much better than everybody else.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm glad you brought up Diana Taurasi because I feel like she's had some negative energy here in this whole.
This is all psychological.
This whole thing. Yeah, but she's on the way out.
But she's still going to face her.
Is she playing next year?
Yep. And by the way, Taurasi is the WNBA's all-time leading scorer.
I'll pay to watch that game.
She has 3 world championships. She has a league MVP. She has finals MVPs. This girl is an all-time great.
I know, but okay, so...
And she's like, no, there is... I'll tell you what. She is pissed off because she felt like, wait a minute, we were boat racing people. This girl didn't even win a ring, and she's getting more press than us. But she keeps forgetting...
But it's not about the girl. It's not about Caitlin. You know what I'm saying? Like... You're pissed at Caitlin for what?
No, it's not Caitlin's fault.
Not her fault.
She's mad more at the media. And by Paige Beckers, you talked about Paige Beckers' speech when she won that ESPY.
Yeah.
About how the news media is the one who sets the agenda and what we shouldn't pay attention to. And Paige Beckers nailed that.
She did.
She's 100% right on that. And this is what it's not Taurasi's not African American, but
is Taurasi Italian?
I don't know what she is. I
feel like she could transcend
Argentinian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Argentina.
Right,
My mother's
that's
Argentinian.
Pretty close to it.
But the thing is...
Argentinians have Italian-type names.
The thing is, there's a lot of great players in the WNBA, but they never squared off really at the same time in college. So those rivalries didn't happen. You had the...
It was like they were all on the same fucking team.
When they all did, it was...
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think about, the people who came out of Uconn...
Yeah, they were all together.
It was like all of them were the greatest players ever.
The thing about the women's game is, and again, this was the evolution of, the man's game. There's more good players now.
Yes.
There are. Mm-hmm. Look at the people. I'll tell you, this Juju Watkins out of USC.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome.
We see them next year with her.
And once she gets to the WNBA.
Yeah, I'm saying, but next year you're going to have Paige Beckers or UConn return.
You're right.
South Carolina trying to repeat.
Storyline.
You're going to have her out west. I mean, there's storylines. And again, this is good for the game.
Yeah. Now, but I think one thing that Diana Taurasi has to realize is, Caitlin Clark did this in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? She's not at one of the best. She's not at Stanford, South Carolina.
What Caitlin Clark did was the equivalent of what Larry Bird did at Indiana State.
Yeah.
Because there's no blue chips around him. There's none around her. She carried that team.
Yeah.
She fucking literally carried. Nobody on Iowa is getting drafted in the WNBA. I'll tell you that right now. Nobody.
They got some good players.
They do, she made them better.
They're undersized.
Yeah. She made them.
Yeah,
she made them better.
She definitely did.
She did. And
I can't remember what I was watching the other day when they were saying she plays like Bird.
She does play like Bird. She literally plays like Bird. I mean, and when Bird played college, it was a 3-point line in college. He averaged 33 points a game his senior year. He averaged 30 as a junior. Yeah. If he had a 3-point line, holy fuck, who knows what he would have done. But the thing is, she does, because she makes everyone around her better, and she was the only 5-star recruit on that team, and Bird was the only 5-star recruit in India. Here's how Bird's Indiana State team, just this past year, 50 fucking years later, finally got back in the spotlight. They finally got ranked again. And he's been gone since 78.
Milt Chamberlain's transferring.
Who?
Milt Chamberlain.
Milt Chamberlain? Where's he going?
I don't know. I think he's in the portal.
Somebody's picking him up.
Probably, yeah.
When I was going to get him.
I mean, he'd be a nice piece off the bench.
What if he went to Uconn? Oh, my God.
Danny Hurley.
Danny would not find a way to use him. Yes, he would.
That's what I mean. You don't want him to be your star, but if that big man's coming off your bench, or you put him at the 4?
I'll tell you right now, he could start for UConn and do really well with the pieces around him.
I guess he could play the 4, right?
He could easily.
Yeah.
He's got the game.
Because Clean's staying.
He's a sophomore.
So
I don't know if he's staying or going.
Oh, really?
He could come out.
He should stay one more year.
I think he should stay.
They could go 3.
No college team since UCLA
has gone 3.
Has won 3 in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
Did Florida just win 2?
They won 2.
Okay.
They brought everybody back, but they were all seniors. Then Duke brought everybody back, and then Duke almost won 3 in 4 years. But Hurley and Leitner left. Hill carried them his senior to the championship game. He came out after senior year. He was a year ahead of them. He was a year ahead of them. He stayed all 4 years.
I was going to say.
But the thing is, but back then that's what people did. They didn't have the one and done.
Where do you go, Bear? What are you?
They didn't have the one and done rule back then.
Yeah.
So I mean, it made sense. But anyway, now I'm saying, look, the reality is this: the women's game is going in the right direction. If the NBA and WA, the people that are in charges, promote this right, people are going to be watching WA basketball this summer.
Yeah,
regular season. They are.
No, they better take advantage of this and use it to spotlight all the people who haven't gotten their shot.
Yes.
And like you were saying with the Paige Becker speech, it's probably true. If Caitlin Clark was a black woman, it would probably be different, the coverage on her.
Yeah.
I mean, people are going to say, "Oh, you're race baiting." No, it's just it's how our society is.
There are people that still don't know who Cheryl Miller is. And her brother is Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
And Reggie Miller swears she was better than me.
Oh, yeah.
When I was older, she was better than me. As an adult, she was still better than me.
Yeah.
So, and people don't know who the fuck she is and don't care. So there is a thing to that. Paige Becker's 100% right about it. Mm-hmm. And as I said on this show before, it is going to be white people that end this crap, not black people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
We have to take that step. It's if we do one thing in our lifetime, we're part of the generation that puts an end to this shit once and for all. Mm-hmm. And it'll be people like Paige Becker's that will spirit it because they have the platform and they're using it.
Yeah.
And if I'm Diana Taurasi, and she's 41 now, she's on the back 9. Mm-hmm. I mean, but the thing is,
I can't believe she's still playing.
She's still playing at a high level, but no one cares.
Right.
And the thing is, they will now, Diana.
Yeah, it's just like so. I heard a couple things her said. So there was one interview where somebody said, "What do you think about all this attention the women's game is getting?" It's about time. And
she's right.
I know, but you think about the road that Dawn Staley took. Dawn Staley didn't go, "We've been here for years. I don't care that Caitlin Clark's here." Dawn Staley said she helped our game.
Well, she beat her last year, too.
Right.
So she knows how good she is.
And she said, "You were great here. You're going to be great when you're the number one pick in that." And you're one of the. She didn't say you're the best ever.
Dawn Staley is paying it forward, and she knows what this can do for the women.
Exactly.
She knows the place where she can either help push it or she can try to hold it back. And it would be the dumb one that tries to hold it back.
Yeah, and it would be Dawn Staley was one of the people who helped build it.
I mean,
she was great.
He was sitting on this set not a year ago talking about how the WNBA is a bust. They lose $10 million a year, and I said because the NBA is so damn rich, that's
I didn't say it was a bust. I was just saying it's not. It doesn't make money.
No, and I keep saying that the players are there, but they need something, and this is that something. Yeah. So
don't be mad about it.
Don't be mad about it because honestly, she's going to push this game. And kick her ass.
Yeah.
Because if you kick her ass, it's going to, damn, how good is this her? Well, she's been that good forever. You just didn't fucking pay attention.
Yeah.
But now you're paying attention.
Yeah.
So, Diana, you...
Did you see when her and Sue Bird were talking, and Sue Bird said, if you had a number one pick today, would you pick Paige or Caitlin
Clark?
And Diana Taurasi said, Paige, no question. Next. She said, Paige, next question. And I was just kind of like, look, you can make an argument for Paige, but don't say next question as if Caitlin Clark couldn't fucking hold her
The only reason
water.
that I would take Paige Beckers over Caitlin Clark is because right now, anyway, Paige Beckers has a much better handle. I can tell you the hesitation, Paige Beckers would not have got picked like that. Because I've seen Paige Beckers in the heat, and you can't take the ball from her. You can't take. Yeah. She will fucking break. She'll crush. She'll. You do that to Paige Beckers. That's ringing the dinner bell. You don't do that to her. Okay, so that's the one thing. I think Clark is the better long outside shooter. Paige has the better handle.
Sure,
that's what I would say.
Yeah, but my point is, you can't say either one of them as if the other one stinks. And that's how I felt like she answered that question. For me, Paige, that sounds like Uconn homerism.
Of course.
But for me, if I'm picking Paige, it's because not only her game, but like to have somebody like that as the face of my organization, the way she already handles the media, she's a leader.
She is. Paige Beckers, everybody could take from her and Dawn Staley, the two of them.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. She's that. I could see somebody saying, I want that type of personality.
Of course.
On my team.
That's the kind of person that could be the face of a franchise.
Yes.
That's Tom Brady.
Right.
That's how he handles. That's Patrick Mahomes, how they handle. But for the most part, those two nail it every time.
Yeah.
So, and these girls, as young as they are, know how to handle it.
Yeah.
They're very.
And I think she's ahead of Caitlin in that aspect.
Yeah, she is.
Caitlin doesn't have the composure.
No, because
that
Caitlin wasn't the National High School Player of the Year either. It was all Beckers.
Yeah.
And then Beckers wins it as a freshman. Mm-hmm. You know how many girls have won National Player of the Year as a freshman? Not many.
Well, she was one of those that they were talking about when she was in high school.
Yeah.
They were calling her Paige Buckets.
Yeah. She was the best player in the country coming out of high school. Yeah. And her freshman year, she fucking wins Player of the Year. That's called living up to your hype.
That she got hurt.
If she didn't get this for you, don't be shocked if they win it next year. Don't be shocked if they win it. I think it's going to be them in South Carolina. I'm calling it now. And I think they're going to beat South Carolina. Paige Beckers has one more shot at this, and she will have the team around her, unlike Caitlin did, to get it.
Yeah.
And Gino is a great coach. He's every bit Dawn Staley's equal, if not better. He ain't going to get out coached by anybody. Yeah. So they'll believe me. They had a plan for Caitlin Clark. They shut her down. Nobody did that to Caitlin Clark. She barely got to 20. Yeah. She barely got to 20. And they only had 8 people in uniform.
Yeah.
They were trying to fight foul trouble and everything else, and they were able to fucking do that. So no, I can't wait. To me, these two programs on a collision course. The greatest dynasty of all time against the current one. This is going to be talk about newsworthy. Oh yeah. So I'm looking forward to that next year. So anyway, congratulations to all 4 of those teams because they all lived up to their billing and they all moved the women's game, and I'm proud of all of them. And I hope the WA takes this and runs with it.
And I think I'm just going to say this. I think the women's Final Four was better than the men's Final Four.
Because the men, it was Uconn and everybody knew it.
Yeah.
And Uconn, by the way, they had a bullseye on their back and they didn't flinch. And they lost 3 starters from a championship team.
Really?
And, they lost 3.
Wow.
In the men's game, that's unheard of.
And they were still like head and shoulders the best team.
But Danny Hurley is the best coach in America right now. And he proved it. And there was, of course, there's always, when you win, there's the haters. And the people that and I can probably guess what
people
fan base.
Hating on him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what fan base
UNC?
they were. No, Purdue.
Oh, Purdue.
Yeah.
I thought
because he got into it with Zach Edey during one of the timeouts because Edey dropped one of his guys on a pick and Hurley didn't like, the refs didn't call it, and they were jawing at each other.
I saw
in the
picture
timeout.
of them looking at each other.
They were jawing at each other, and the fans from Purdue didn't like it. I'm like, fuck you. I wish that was my coach.
Danny Hurley is going to talk shit to whoever he wants.
Yeah. That and Hurley family,
he's nuts.
They're the first family of basketball right now.
Nuts.
The Hurleys are the first. Think about the dad, 20, the son, 2 national titles, back-to-back titles as a player, and now the other son as a coach. They're the first family of basketball right now. They can say what the fuck they want. Okay, give me a phone. They are. They fucking are. You name another coach that has 28 championships anywhere, any level, any sport. 28 fucking championships. That's like 3 dynasties. It's like 3 dynasties, and he didn't have the biggest.
Coach in elementary school?
No. Jersey City.
High school?
Varsity. Varsity. Roderick Rhodes.
I saw like
who I played against. Roderick Rhodes and his Bobby Hurley and Roderick Rhodes probably the 2 best players.
Roderick Rhodes, he go to the NBA?
He went to Kentucky.
NBA, right?
Yeah. He played for Bobby Hurley Sr. right after Bobby Hurley Jr. left and went to Duke.
So that's one of those programs where, like, if you play there, there's a good chance you're going somewhere after that.
28 state championships.
How many NBA players has he had come through there?
I don't know. That's the thing. He didn't have the talent pool to do that.
Really?
Yeah. Other
So
than
he's really a
Bobby,
good coach.
other than his two sons and Roderick Rhodes, those are the three best players that I think that ever played for him.
So he's like a true coach.
He's a true coach, like Bobby is, like Danny is now. How do you lose 3 starters from a national championship team and come back and you're better the next year? That's hard to do, okay? And the bullseye on your back and the Big East Conference, which got screwed the Big East got screwed. They got screwed, okay? Fucking, what's their name? Seton Hall went to the national, won the NIT, okay? They
Just to say, hey, fuck
just say, fuck you. And they beat UConn. They beat UConn and didn't get in. Nobody else touched UConn in the whole fucking tournament. They won every game by double digits. In the last 12 UConn games, the last 12, that's last year too. At the end of every...
What do you mean last year too?
They won the national championship last year. You have to win 6. So they won 6 last year to win it, and they won 6 this year.
Saying last 12
tournament games.
Okay.
Listen to this.
I thought you just meant
listen to this stat. At the end of all 12 of those games, the walk-ons and everybody was on the court. 12 consecutive games. No one has touched this program in 2 years in the tournament.
Dude, did you see they won like almost 50 games in a row after leading at the half?
Yeah.
That's impressive too.
That's beyond impressive. And I don't care, I love what Mad Dog did today. He shut Kentucky down. It was busy. You think he'd want to go somewhere where if he loses a single game, his 8-year-old son will come home crying because the kids are all saying, Dad, he lost last night? You think he's going to go to a fucked up fam? Like, look, I said that they were going to run Calipari out of town, and they did. They ran him right out of town. I was telling him, the chat. You didn't see these chat boards. I said it. There's 1,000 me's on there. 1,000 of them. Imagine 1,000 of me. You can't handle one of me. It's like
I handle you just.
He's
fine.
like he's sitting on a couch talking to a shrink. I don't understand. He won't stop. The man's crazy. but these chat boards in Lexington, Calipari took. By the way, Calipari took less money to go to a lower program.
Well,
that's how bad it got.
All right, but what's the money though?
He was making 8.5 at Kentucky.
Is he making 5?
He's probably making 5. But $3.5 million a year that's a lot of money.
That is.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but think about the places he's living. It's got to be cheap there, right? Kentucky now,
Arkansas is dirt poor. I've been to Jones.
Really?
I've been to Arkansas State University, which probably the campus is nice, but it's in the middle of nowhere. It's desolate down there.
Is it country or is it?
It's like,
is there like a city-ish?
It's not
area?
city-ish.
No.
Honestly, it looks like it's stuck in the 1960s. It's like those.
I wonder what the economy was based on.
Probably cotton, things like that.
Cotton in Arkansas? Not like a factory or some shit?
Well, they've got Mississippi builds furniture. That's their biggest form of economy.
Really?
A lot of furniture. Yeah, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Arkansas, Georgia, places like that. Those areas north of in the northern part of the states, it's a lot of farming. Various farming. Mm-hmm. And cotton's big in those areas too. Crops, yeah. But still, it's not a rich economy at all. It's not.
The largest industries by revenue in Arkansas. Now this is now.
Oh, now. Okay.
Soft drink, baked goods, and other grocery wholesaling. Hospitals.
Dr. Pepper?
Hospitals.
Really? Hospitals?
It's a shame that hospitals are driving that much money.
That's
and
not,
wholesale trade agent. I don't know that that's a good thing.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Hospitals and wholesale trade agents and brokers.
That's interesting.
Well,
anyway,
6 Fortune 500 companies are based in Arkansas.
Calipari ran from one of the blue blood programs in the history of basketball to go there.
Walmart's based in Arkansas.
Wow. Sign me up. So anyway, Danny Hurley's not taking that fucking job. No fucking way is he leaving UConn. I guarantee you, UConn's going to do the right thing here. They had just negotiated a deal with him. They're going to renegotiate that deal. They're not going to wait for this to even. They're going to lock him up, and they should. They should. He's the best coach in the country. That program is going nowhere if he stays. And yeah, you got a chance to. They got a chance to what? Agriculture.
By employment, agriculture was the largest industry in Arkansas in 2023.
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah. When I was down there, it was that.
But not cotton.
No, what was it?
Historically been the largest rice producer in the United States.
Okay.
Look at that.
There you go. Okay.
Much of Arkansas's rice is grown in the east central portion of the state. You didn't know you'd be getting the history of Arkansas's economy tonight.
No one knew that, did you, sports fans? That's where Daddy Cash went at a discount to rebuild his name. And by the way, Seth Greenberg, the coach, who I normally love, but he bit off more than he can chew.
You've gotten into him a few times.
Well, because he just put his foot in his mouth again.
What
he basically said Calipari is going to be in the Final Four within 3 years. Is that right?
He could be.
No. Not unless he changes the way he recruits. If he keeps doing things the way he's doing, he will never sniff a Final Four again. Never.
Why do you think, though? I just said
the man
on the list. Why do you think, though?
The man can't coach.
Why do you think, though?
He's a recruiter.
But all right, so how does he have to change? What kind of recruits does he need?
Well, he's got to get guys that want to stay more than a year, number one.
Yeah, but then he's going to have to coach.
He can't
and
do it.
You said he can't coach.
He can't coach.
So he's got to keep going for the talent, then. That
hasn't worked.
Sometimes it gets him there.
It's only worked once in his entire fucking career.
Well, no, I mean, he's made runs before.
He's been to a total of, because he went to the Final Four at UMass. He went to the Final Four once at Memphis.
Well, he went to the championship.
He
should have won that fucking game, but Mario Chalmers pulled a rabbit out of his ass.
Who had the more talented team?
Oh, dude, Kansas' team was pretty loaded.
Derrick Rose was on that team.
That's true.
And he wasn't the only guy that got drafted off that fucking
team.
team.
But I mean, they didn't have.
They should not have lost.
But Memphis did.
Derrick Rose went on to win a league MVP in the fucking NBA. Mario Chalmers was a bench player for the fucking Miami Heat.
But who was on Kansas, though? Who else was on
Kansas? He was the best player on Kansas, Mario Chalmers.
No.
Yeah.
He was a freshman.
No, he wasn't.
He was a senior?
Yeah, he was a fucking freshman.
No.
You thought Mario Chalmers? No. Derrick Rose was a freshman. Mario Chalmers was no fucking freshman. No. What year was that?
I don't know.
We have to find it.
God forbid I talk out of my ass.
Memphis. What's their name? Tigers. National championship. Here they
Damn
are.
it.
Where are they? What year did they win it? No.
It was 08, I think.
Who beat them?
What?
They lost to Kansas by 7. They were down 5 at the half. Can't believe they lost that game. Well, actually, I can because it's that donkey. Who was the roster? Yeah, we know that. Who was the roster? News. Championship roster. Of course, I could have typed it in, dummy. Not them. 2008. 2008,
You're right. So he was a junior.
He was a junior. Yeah, so he was older than him. I'm telling you, there's no way Derrick Rose was on that team.
And but he wasn't the best player on that team.
Derrick Rose was.
No, you said Mario Chalmers.
Who was better?
Well, he was only averaging 12.8 points a game.
Okay, who was the best player?
I have no clue. Let's see.
Well, look at the roster because he got drafted. He did end up in the league.
Yeah.
Somebody else must have gone.
No, he was good. He was good. Let's see. God damn it. Show me the fucking roster.
I know. It's like, is it too much to ask?
Why is it so hard?
I don't know. Because it sucks.
Oh my God. It's giving me the whole history of fucking Kansas.
All right, here's the Memphis roster. Taggart, Willie Kemp, Dozier, Robert Dozier, he got drafted. Dorsey, Pierre Niles, Antonio Anderson, Chris Douglas Roberts, he got drafted. Andre Allen, Donnell Mack, Derrick Rose, freshman guard. Chance McGrady, Jeff Robinson, Hassan Bailey, he got drafted.
But didn't do anything.
No, but the point is they got to the
So Brandon Rush was on there. He got drafted again, not star.
Yeah.
He was another 13-point a game.
At Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharon Collins. I feel like I remember that name.
Yeah, he was there. I think he might have got drafted.
Sasha Khan. Cole Aldrich. Wasn't he a shooter?
I think
Aldrich.
I think he was.
I feel like he might have went to the league. The rest of the people, I don't know.
I'm saying they were not. That was not.
Yeah, they weren't.
That was not
You're
Kansas's
right.
best roster ever by far. I'm just saying. So
well, they beat Memphis.
They beat Memphis. Like Mario Chalmers. You look at he was the guy who did anything.
Dude, but do you remember that shot he made?
I do.
It was insane.
It was, but it never should have come to that. You know why I came to that? Because Memphis had a problem. Do you know what it was, Tom?
They didn't play as a team?
No. They were a 60-something% foul shooting team. And it came back and bit them in the ass. And I was saying all year long, if these fuckers don't learn how to make free throws. Now, by the way, the first sign that you're a good or bad coach is fundamentals. Free throws fall under the category of fundamentals.
Because you hold your team accountable to learning how to do it.
We had a drill called Make Two. And if you missed the first one, you ran a suicide. If you missed the second one, you ran a suicide. So you either ran 2 or 1. If you made 2, you moved to the next basket. So you're shooting them under pressure so the whole team didn't have to run.
God.
And everybody on the team had to make 2 before we ended practice. This is high school. Of course, we went to the Boston Garden and won the South Sectional Championship. We had 1 loss all season. But Don Mills is a Hall of Fame head coach. He's in the High School Hall of Fame. John Calipari is a recruiter.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, here's the funny part. When I went to play for my second Hall of Fame high school coach, Tom Blackburn at Worcester Academy. Now, these two men have never met. He did the same fucking drill to end practice. I fucking sat there. I'm like,
oh, I got this.
I'm like, have you met Don Mills? Like, I've heard of him.
The whole team have to run?
The whole team. If you miss a free throw, the whole team's got to run. So they're all watching you. And then if you make 2, now the good news is once you make 2, you won't get to shoot again. They won't call on you. But they'll call all 12 guys out. You rotate back. If it's 6 baskets.
That's pressure.
That's pressure. And that's when
it simulates what the game could feel like.
My team, my junior year, high school team, okay, 81% from the foul line. The whole fucking team, okay?
That was the average?
That was the average for the team, okay? So this is the thing. I'll bet Calipari doesn't know what that fucking drill is.
Of course not.
But he's a hell of a recruiter. Hell of a recruiter, and he wins.
All right.
And I told my buddy Lawton, by the way, shout out to Lawton, who's watching tonight or will be, because he's from Michigan. He's a big Tom Izzo guy. Tom Izzo. And I said to him, I get so mad, people get mad at Tom Izzo. I looked at him, I said, do you realize if Tom Izzo had John Calipari's talent, he'd have won 8 national titles by now? He's such a better coach than John Calipari. It's not even fucking close. It's not even fucking close. And by the way, the last Big Ten school to win the national title was Michigan in 2000. They were 0-8 since then. And counting Purdue Monday night.
Hold on, what?
Michigan State is the last Big Ten team to win the national title.
In what year?
2000. It's been 24
years. No way.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Was that Mateen Cleaves?
Yep, that team.
Wow.
They're 0-8. The Big Ten is 0-8 in that game since 2000.
Wow.
He's the last one to do it. And his best player was fucking Mateen Cleaves, who last time I checked isn't in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. Who last time I checked never made an NBA All-Star team. Okay? So Izzo can coach. And Izzo's made 8 Final Fours. Okay? Calipari's made 6. And think about the talent. Don't tell me John Calipari can coach. He can't. Okay? So
he can't.
He can't. If Izzo, I said to Lon, because Lon said, these people badmouth Izzo. I'm like, the people badmouthing Izzo are a bunch of fucking donkey dicks who don't know nothing about basketball. I said, let me ask you a question.
Why would you badmouth?
I said, because he hasn't won enough. And I'm
why
like,
would you badmouth me? It's fucked up.
No one should badmouth you. I'm going to badmouth you. I'll fucking, you kidding me? No one badmouth my boy.
You kidding me?
No, fucking turn your bagpipes into fill them with Martina. Fucking listen. Bottom line is this. Fucking, if Tom Izzo, the coach, had Calipari's talent, how many titles do you think he would have won?
You said 8.
I think he would have won 8. I do. He went to 8 Final Fours without it. He went to 8 without it, and he won 1. Okay,
that's proof.
If he had Derrick Rose and Anthony Davis
what do you
and
think if Rick Majerus had it?
Yeah, he's a great coach too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Majerus is a great coach. You can
Utah,
tell,
right? Utah.
Yeah. The one. Yeah. He had Andre Miller and he had Larry Bird wannabe there. Keith Van Horn. By the way, my brother Pete will never live that down. What? When the NBA draft that year came up, he was trying to tell me, my brother was trying to tell me that Keith Van Horn was going to be better than Tim Duncan. I laughed him off the face of the earth. I said, don't you ever tell anyone you're smarter than me when it comes to basketball.
That's
again.
funny that he said that.
He said that. I've never let him live it down. I'm like, you'll never. Dude, he's going to be like, he is nowhere near Tim Duncan. Not even fucking close to Tim Duncan.
Come on.
And they went to the Final Four, and Duncan's team because they came out of the ACC, didn't make it. But he was alone. And I'm like, dude, they had stopped.
He went to Wake Forest.
Yeah, in that loaded conference.
You want a piece of gum?
I do. But anyway, Pete's never lived that one down. Okay, he never
That's
will.
one of the worst takes I've ever heard.
Ever. So, but anyway, My point is this. Danny Hurley's not leaving.
Oh, Bobby Portis. Dude, Orlando dropped to the 5 seed with this loss.
I'm saying. Cleveland moved up to 4.
Cleveland moved up to 4.
And you guys are sitting pretty at 3.
Only a game off.
Who called that one, America?
Oh, no, we're half a game ahead of...
And Boston's gonna lay down tomorrow night for you.
I hope so.
I'm gonna lay down. No Brown, no Tatum.
Yeah, but Pritchard's going to be a pain in the ass.
If Pritchard drops 30 tomorrow, I'm gonna laugh at you. Put OG on him. You gotta.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
The Boston, I don't even care. Like the only problem with last night was, they jacked up 52 threes and didn't take a single free throw. First team in NBA history to do that. Entire game without a free throw. First team in NBA history.
But do you think
52 fucking threes? You brick 35 of them. Yeah. And talk about why. And my thing was this: look, I know they weren't trying to win the game. Mm-hmm. That's not my point. Why did you even play the starters? Mm-hmm. Like, why would you risk injury? Giannis went down on a play where no one touched him. Mm-hmm. Like that, there was proof that Tatum and Brown shouldn't have been in that game last night. Well, you weren't trying to win it.
It's almost as if they said, "Hey, look, let's stop driving to the hole. I don't want you guys spraining ankles or dislocating your shoulder. Let's just shoot threes tonight." Yep. And to your point, if that's what you're going to do,
don't play.
Just sit them.
Don't sit them. Don't even play your tops
because you don't want them playing that style of basketball.
No, that's the that's the type of style that somebody gets hurt.
Exactly.
Like, don't do it. So they played 30-something minutes each for what?
Yeah.
For what? I mean, and again, they had nothing. It's a throwaway game. People were saying it. People, thank God Shaq knew this. And like the Celtics are playing for nothing here. Mm-hmm. Like, the thing that I couldn't wrap my head around is, well, everyone was saying that before the game. After the game, it was all like, wow, the Bucks really stepped to the floor and all hands on deck, and then Giannis went down. Like, you just sat there and said the Celtics had no fucking, weren't even trying to win this game. But so what does it really prove?
It reminds me of Mets shit. Like, the Mets, let's say they won 100 games, and then, they've got a week left, and you say, all right, it doesn't mean anything. And then they find a way to lose that makes you go, what? Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
And that's like, the no free throws is the only part of it that, because you just go.
The thing is, though, there were guys that went to the basket, like Peyton Pritchard, and they got hacked, and they didn't call, they didn't blow whistle. So, no, boy, we'll talk about that segment, too. We'll come back. We'll talk New York Knicks, 3 seed. Boston Celtics locked up a cornerstone today. And the current NBA outlook right now, by the way, we're talking to you. We have a Donnie in the Brook. Minnesota Devils for the number 1 seed in the West. 28-26 Minnesota in the first quarter up in the mountains. We'll be back segment 2. Yoda Jobu all in the hizzy. They're back, baby. And it's a win day. We'll see you on the other side.